If you fly drones for any government agency, police department, fire department, or public university in Ohio, stop what you're doing. Your entire fleet just got an expiration date. And if you're planning to start a drone business serving public contracts, what I'm about to tell you changes everything. May 1st, 2027. Ohio just quietly introduced two bills, Senate Bill 180 and House Bill 317, that could ground the majority of public safety drones in the entire state. We're not talking about a federal ban. We're not talking about import restrictions. This is a state-level kill switch with a hard deadline. And here's the kicker. Even if you're a private pilot, if you do any contract work for public agencies, police departments, city planning, university research, this bill is about to cost you jobs, force platform switches, and potentially destroy revenue streams you've built for years. The bills aren't law yet, but they're moving. And if you're not preparing now, you're going to be scrambling in 2027 with a fleet you can't fly and no plan B. Let me break down exactly what's happening and what you need to do in the next 90 days. Senate Bill 180 and House Bill 317 are companion bills. Same goal, two chambers. Here's what they actually say. Phase 1. Immediate procurement ban. Public entities in Ohio, state agencies, counties, cities, townships, universities, would be prohibited from purchasing or acquiring drones manufactured or assembled by a foreign adversary. That means no new DJI, no new Autel, nothing from the federal foreign adversary list. But procurement is just the warning shot. Phase 2, the May 1st, 2027 Operation Ban. Here's where it gets real. According to the Ohio Legislative Service Commission's fiscal note, public entities would be prohibited from operating those foreign adversary drones after May 1st, 2027. Not just can't buy new ones, can't fly the ones you already own. Your DJI Mavic 3 Enterprise, grounded. Your Matris 30T that you spent $14,000 on last year, paperweight. Every battery, every payload, every training hour, obsolete by law. And get this, the Ohio Secretary of State would maintain a registry of foreign adversaries, pulling from federal lists and updating it twice a year. So the target list can grow. Let's be crystal clear about who's in the blast radius. Public agencies, your ground zero. State DOT flying bridge inspections. Local police with thermal search and rescue units. Fire departments doing hazmat mapping. Emergency management running disaster response. University research labs with grant-funded fleets. If you're flying with public money, you're affected. Private contractors, you're not safe either. But Sarah, I'm a private Part 107 pilot. I own my gear. This doesn't apply to me. Wrong. If you contract for a public agency and have to operate under their program, their equipment rules, or their operational authority, you're caught in the same net. Your client can't use foreign adversary drones. That means you can't either, at least not on their jobs. So that lucrative contract flying thermal for the county sheriff, that mapping project for the city planning department, those university research partnerships, if those clients can't use DJI after May 2027, you need a different platform to keep those contracts. Status check. Both bills are introduced and sitting in committee. SB 180 is in the Senate Transportation Committee. HB 317 is in the House Technology and Innovation Committee. Not law yet, but moving. And here's the thing about state bills. Once they get momentum, they move fast. You don't get months of warning. You get a vote, a signature, and a compliance deadline. That May 1st, 2027 date, that's 18 months away. Sounds like a lot until you factor in budget cycles, procurement timelines, retraining, and the fact that every other affected agency will be competing for the same alternative platforms. First mover advantage is real, and you're already late. Let's talk money, because Ohio's own Legislative Service Commission flagged this in their fiscal note. Replacing these fleets will have uncertain but likely significant costs. Translation: this is going to hurt. Most public agencies went with DJI for one reason: unbeatable capability to cost ratio. A Mavic 3 thermal that costs $5,000 would cost $12,000 to $18,000 to replicate with approved alternatives, if those alternatives even exist with the same specs. One sheriff's department I talked to in another state facing similar restrictions said switching off DJI would cost them $180,000 and cut their thermal capabilities in half. Smaller rural departments, they're looking at losing UAS programs entirely because they can't afford the switch. And that's just hardware. Add in retraining hours for new platforms, new Part 107 currency and systems training, replacement batteries and spares, and lost operational capability during transition. You're looking at budget hits that most agencies didn't plan for. Okay, action time. Whether you're running a public program or you're a private contractor who works with them, here's your survival checklist. Step 1, complete inventory audit. This week, pull every single airframe, battery, payload, and accessory. Tag which ones fall under Foreign-Adversary. For public programs, you need this data to make budget requests and justify timelines. For contractors, you need to know your exposure so you can plan your own equipment pivot. Step 2, run cost scenarios. Next 30 days. Model 2 paths. Replace everything now or fly your current fleet until the May 2027 deadline. Factor in new equipment costs, training and certification, mission capability gaps, and revenue loss during transition. The fiscal note calls out uncertain costs. Your local numbers make the real case. And if you're a contractor, this is where you decide. Do I eat the equipment cost to keep public contracts, or do I pivot entirely to private sector clients? Step 3, identify mission-critical gaps. What can your current fleet do that approved alternatives can't? Thermal resolution, zoom range, flight time, obstacle avoidance? Document it. Because when a fire chief has to tell a family, we can't search as effectively because our new drone doesn't have the thermal range, that's operational risk. And that's the data that changes votes. Step 4, start vendor evaluation now. Don't wait for the ban to pass. Start testing alternatives today. Skydio, Parrot, Brink, whoever makes the approved list. Get demo units, run test missions, find the workflow gaps before you're forced to switch under deadline pressure. And if you need grant money to make the transition, start building those narratives now. Grants move slowly. Procurement moves slowly. The deadline won't. Step 5. Engage your legislators professionally. If you're a stakeholder, agency director, university researcher, private contractor, speak up. Submit written testimony. Contact your state senator and representative. But here's the key. Keep it data-driven and solutions-oriented. Don't whine about losing your favorite toys. Show them mission impact, budget reality, and viable alternatives. The bill pages list committee members. That's your target list. You have a voice, but only if you use it before the vote. Now, here's the angle nobody's talking about. If you're thinking about starting a drone business or you're a pilot looking to expand, this chaos is your opening. Every public agency in Ohio is about to need transition help. They need pilots trained on approved platforms. They need consulting on equipment selection. They need contract operators who already have non-DJI systems ready to go. If you position yourself now, get certified on Skydio or Parrot, build relationships with agencies scrambling for alternatives, offer transition training, you can capture contracts while everyone else is still figuring out their compliance plan. And if you want to fast-track that process, I've got something for you. I've put together a complete drone business launch kit. Everything you need to go from zero to revenue ready in 30 days. It includes Part 107 prep roadmap, business structure templates, client outreach scripts, pricing calculators, contract templates for public and private clients, and equipment buying guides including DJI alternatives. The link's in the description below. If you want to be the pilot agencies call when their DJI fleet gets grounded, this is how you get there fast. because when May 2027 hits, the prepared pilots will be booked solid while everyone else is still shopping for drones. Quick FAQ time. Does this ban my personal drone? Number. The language targets public entities using public funds. Your private gear is safe. When exactly would operations stop? May 1st, 2027, according to the fiscal note. That's the current deadline. Are there exceptions or waivers? Not in the current bill language. Watch for committee amendments. Details can shift. What if I only do private work? You're clear, unless you subcontract for public agencies under their operational authority. Look, I know this feels overwhelming. State bans, federal lists, shifting deadlines, budget chaos. It's a lot. But here's what I need you to hear. This isn't theoretical anymore. Ohio is moving. Other states are watching. And whether this specific bill passes or not, the direction is clear. Foreign-adversary drones in public programs are on borrowed time. So you have 3 choices. 1. Ignore it and hope it goes away. Spoiler, it won't. 2. Panic in 2027 when you're grounded with no options. Or 3. Prepare now. Audit your gear. Model your costs. Test alternatives. Engage your legislators. And if you're smart, position yourself to win during the transition. If this video just gave you a roadmap to survive, or profit from, the Ohio drone ban, hit that like button. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you catch my committee updates and my next video comparing approved DJI alternatives for thermal and SAR work. Drop a comment. Are you affected? Are you pivoting? Or are you seeing this as a business opportunity? I want to know. And if you're ready to launch or scale your drone business while everyone else is frozen, grab that drone launch kit in the description. Fly smart, fly legal, and fly strategically. Retry.